Before you step into 2026, pause for a moment. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Can you feel it? The weight of everything you've survived, and the quiet whisper of what's still waiting for you. A new year is not magic. It is a mirror. It reflects who you are becoming, not who you pretend to be. And this time it's different, because this time you're not just setting goals, you're awakening your spirit. This message is not about resolutions, it's about transformation. So stay with me, because before the year ends, your soul has something powerful to remember. My dear brothers and sisters, before we begin, take a deep breath. Inhale slowly, exhale gently. Feel your lungs expand. Feel the life that flows within you. Close your eyes for a moment. Listen, not to the noise outside, but to the stillness within. Because before every new chapter begins, there is always a sacred pause. A moment between what was and what will be. That moment is now. The year is coming to an end. The world is preparing to turn its page once again. 2026 stands before us like an unwritten book, filled with possibilities, challenges, and unknown blessings. But understand this, the new year itself will not change your life. You will. So many people wait for January 1st as if magic will suddenly transform them. They believe the clock striking midnight will erase their pain, their regrets, their failures. But time alone does not heal. Awareness does. Time only gives you the opportunity to awaken, to reflect, and to choose differently. You see, time is not your enemy. It is your silent companion. It walks beside you, patiently waiting for you to notice its message. Every sunrise whispers, "You have been given one more chance." Every sunset reminds you, nothing lasts forever. The question is, are you listening? Before 2026 begins, I invite you to slow down, to stop running from yourself, to stop distracting your soul with noise, screens, and empty conversations. Sit in stillness. Feel the weight of the year that is passing. What did it teach you? What did it break in you? And what did it quietly prepare you for? Because you see, transformation never happens in the noise. It happens in silence. When you finally face the truth you've been avoiding, the truth about your habits, the truth about your emotions, the truth about the person you have become. A new year means nothing if you remain the same. You can buy a new calendar, set 100 resolutions, fill your vision board with dreams. But if your mindset, your energy, and your spirit stay unchanged, the year will repeat itself in different clothing. So before the new year comes, return to stillness, breathe, reflect, listen. Ask yourself, who am I becoming? Am I proud of the direction I'm moving in? What must I release to rise higher? This stillness is not laziness, it is preparation. It is the sharpening of the sword before battle, the calm before creation. Do not rush into 2026 without grounding yourself in intention, because the way you enter the year, with confusion or with clarity, with fear or with faith, will shape everything that follows. So be still, my friend. Feel the quiet power within you. This silence is not empty. It is full of messages from your soul. And if you listen closely, it will tell you exactly who you are meant to become before the new year begins. The first thing, release what no longer serves you. The first thing you must do before 2026 begins is to release. Let go of everything that no longer serves your soul, the people, the memories, the emotions, and the habits that keep you trapped in the same cycle of pain. My dear friend, you cannot step into a new year carrying the weight of an old one. Too many people try to run toward a new beginning while still holding on to what broke them. But how can you reach for the light if your hands are full of shadows? Letting go is not easy. It is one of the hardest spiritual practices, because the mind clings to the familiar even when it hurts. The heart remembers the comfort of what once was, even when it is long gone. But remember this truth: growth always demands release. You cannot ascend while holding onto the ground. Think about the trees. When the seasons change, they do not fight to keep their old leaves. They let them fall gracefully, knowing that only then can new ones grow. In the same way, your spirit must shed what no longer nourishes you: the friendships that drain your energy, the regrets that poison your peace, the self-doubt that whispers you are not enough. Sit with yourself in silence. Reflect on what has been weighing you down this year. Maybe it's the pain of someone's betrayal. Maybe it's guilt over something you wish you could change. Maybe it's the voice inside that keeps reminding you of your past mistakes. Whatever it is, name it, face it, then release it. You can perform a simple ritual to help your spirit let go. Take a piece of paper and write down everything that has hurt you, everything that still lingers in your heart. Then read it aloud. Feel it fully one last time, and afterward, tear it or burn it safely, not out of anger, but out of surrender. Tell the universe, I release what no longer serves me. Because forgiveness, whether of others or yourself, is not weakness, it is freedom. To forgive is to unclench your heart and allow peace to flow in once more. It does not mean forgetting. It means choosing not to let the past control your future. Understand this: 2026 will not heal you automatically. Time alone does not heal wounds that you refuse to clean. Healing begins the moment you decide to stop reopening the same wound and allow it to close. When you release what no longer serves you, you make space for what's meant for you. You open the door for new people, new lessons, new blessings to enter your life. But if the room of your heart is filled with yesterday's pain, the light of tomorrow will have no place to rest. So before 2026 begins, lighten your soul. Let go of resentment, of jealousy, of the need to be right. Let go of the versions of yourself that no longer fit who you are becoming. You do not have to carry everything with you. Remember, sometimes the most powerful step forward is not adding more to your life. It's releasing what's already holding you back. Only when your hands are empty can you finally receive what's meant for you in the year to come. The second thing, reconnect with discipline. The second thing you must do before 2026 begins is to reconnect with discipline. My dear brothers and sisters, without discipline, energy becomes scattered, the mind becomes restless, and the heart loses direction. Discipline is the invisible structure that turns dreams into reality. It is the silent strength that transforms chaos into clarity. Too many people say they want a better life, but they are not willing to build the habits that create it. They wait for motivation, they wait for inspiration, they wait for the perfect moment. But life does not reward those who wait, it rewards those who act, even when they do not feel like it. Discipline is not about perfection, it is about consistency. It is the daily choice to do what your higher self knows is right, even when your lower self wants comfort. It is waking up early when you would rather sleep. It is choosing silence over gossip, focus over distraction, and growth over laziness. The Shaolin monks have a saying, 1 day of practice, 1 day of strength. 1 day without practice, 10 days of weakness. This means that discipline must be renewed every day. It is not something you do once, it is something you become. When you practice discipline, you build a quiet kind of confidence, not the kind that shouts, but the kind that radiates from within. You begin to trust yourself again, you begin to walk with purpose, because you know that no matter what happens, you can rely on your own commitment. Discipline is love for your future self. It is a sacred promise. I will not abandon myself again. When you are disciplined, you are no longer controlled by moods or emotions. You become the master of your mind, not its slave. So before 2026 begins, examine your habits. Ask yourself, what are the patterns that are pulling me backward? What distractions steal my time? What temptations weaken my focus? Be honest, for self-discipline begins with self-awareness. Then start small. Wake up 30 minutes earlier, read something that nourishes your mind. Stretch your body. Practice silence. Each small act of discipline is a seed of strength being planted within your soul. Understand that discipline is not punishment, it is training. When a warrior sharpens his sword, he does not do it for beauty. He does it so that when the time comes, he can fight with precision and grace. You too must sharpen your spirit through consistent action. Because the undisciplined mind seeks comfort, but the disciplined mind seeks growth. The undisciplined life looks easy, but it leads to regret. The disciplined life feels hard, but it leads to peace. In 2026, life will not get easier. Challenges will come, distractions will grow, temptations will whisper louder. But if your discipline is strong, none of it will shake you. You will walk with calm in the midst of chaos. You will stay grounded while others lose balance. So make this your promise. Before the new year begins, I will strengthen my discipline, not to impress the world, but to honor my potential. Because the one who controls their habits controls their destiny, and when discipline becomes your foundation, success, peace, and self-mastery will naturally follow. The third thing, seek clarity, not noise. The third thing you must do before 2026 begins is to seek clarity, not noise. My dear friend, we live in a time when the world is louder than ever before. Everywhere you turn, someone is talking about success, about opinions, about what you should or should not be. But amidst all that noise, very few stop to listen. Very few pause long enough to ask, what do I truly want? Clarity is power. It is light in a world full of confusion. Without it, you move endlessly, but never arrive anywhere meaningful. You wake up busy, you stay busy, but you remain unfulfilled. That is what happens when you let the world's noise drown out your inner voice. Before 2026 begins, you must turn down the volume of the world and turn up the volume of your spirit. Because clarity cannot be found in chaos. It is born in silence. Spend time alone. Sit quietly without your phone. Breathe deeply and ask yourself, what kind of life do I want to create? What kind of energy do I want to carry? Who do I want to become? When you start asking deeper questions, shallow things lose their power over you. You stop chasing what everyone else is chasing, attention, validation, possessions, and you start chasing purpose, peace, and inner alignment. Clarity is not about having everything figured out. It is about knowing your direction. Even a small candle of clarity can light up a dark room of confusion. When you know your why, every how becomes easier. But when you lack clarity, you fall into the trap of imitation. You start comparing your journey to others, following trends instead of truth, and measuring your worth by external success. That is the disease of the modern age, busyness without purpose. So how do you find clarity before 2026? By simplifying your life. Detach from the unnecessary, the endless scrolling, the negative conversations, the shallow distractions. The more noise you remove, the clearer your path becomes. Try this. Every morning, spend 5 minutes in silence. Ask your heart, what matters most today? Don't overthink it. Just listen. The answers will rise from the stillness because your soul already knows what it needs. Remember, clarity does not shout, it whispers. You will not hear it in the chaos of overthinking, but you will feel it in the quiet of awareness. In Shaolin philosophy, we say, the mind that is still sees everything clearly. This means that when your thoughts are calm, your decisions become wiser, your steps become surer, and your purpose becomes visible. Before 2026 begins, make it your goal to see clearly. Know what truly matters to you. Know what you are no longer willing to tolerate. Know what you are ready to build, because clarity gives you direction, and direction gives your energy meaning. Don't enter the new year chasing every noise that calls your name. Enter it knowing exactly where you are going and why, because when your mind is clear, your path becomes unstoppable. The fourth thing, strengthen your energy. The fourth thing you must do before 2026 begins is to strengthen your energy. My dear brothers and sisters, your energy is your life force. It is the invisible field that surrounds you. What the ancients called chi or chi. It determines the quality of your thoughts, the tone of your emotions, and the direction of your destiny. When your energy is weak, you attract confusion, exhaustion, and negativity. But when your energy is strong, your presence itself becomes a shield, calm, focused, and untouchable. Before you enter 2026, take time to cleanse, restore, and protect your energy, because the world will continue to grow louder, faster, and heavier. And if you do not learn to master your own energy, the world will drain it from you. Ask yourself, what is feeding my energy and what is depleting it? Who makes you feel peaceful and who leaves you feeling empty? What habits strengthen your soul and which ones leave you restless and tired? Awareness is the first step toward transformation. Understand this, your energy is sacred. Not everyone deserves access to it. You are not obligated to be available to everyone, to please everyone, or to explain yourself to those who do not understand you. When you constantly give your energy to the wrong people or the wrong environments, you starve your spirit. So before 2026 begins, protect your inner fire. Spend time in nature. Feel the earth beneath your feet, the wind against your skin, the warmth of sunlight on your face. These are not small things, they are sacred moments of reconnection. The universe recharges those who are still enough to listen. Move your body, not just for fitness, but for flow. When you move, energy moves. Stagnation is what creates sadness and fatigue. Dance, walk, stretch, breathe deeply. Feel the life inside you. Eat clean, sleep deeply, and practice. Gratitude. These are not just habits, they are energetic medicine. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every action you take, all of it either raises or lowers your vibration. So choose what uplifts you. And if you must be alone for a while, don't fear solitude. Solitude is not loneliness, it is alignment. When you sit in silence, your energy recalibrates. You begin to hear your intuition again. You begin to sense the peace that was always inside you but hidden beneath the noise. Remember this truth. A peaceful energy is more powerful than a loud personality. When your energy is grounded, you no longer chase, you attract. You no longer react, you respond. You no longer break under pressure, you bend and rise stronger. So, before 2026 begins, make a sacred commitment to guard your energy as you would your most precious treasure, to protect your peace from unnecessary drama, to nurture your body, mind, and spirit with care and respect, because your energy determines the quality of every experience you will have in the coming year. When your energy is strong, the storms of life cannot shake you. You will walk into 2026 not drained, but radiant, calm, and deeply alive. You will not just survive the chaos of the world, you will move through it like still water, untouched, balanced, and full of light. The fifth thing, act with purpose. The final thing you must do before 2026 begins is to act with purpose. My dear brothers and sisters, dreams mean nothing without movement. Visions mean nothing without action. The universe responds not to your wishes, but to your efforts. You can pray for change, visualize success, and hope for a better life. But until you take action, nothing shifts. Purpose is not found in overthinking. It is revealed in doing. So many people are waiting for the right time, the right mood, the right opportunity. But the truth is, there will never be a perfect time. The perfect time is now. Before 2026 begins, promise yourself this. I will stop waiting and start creating. Because every moment you delay, life moves forward without you. Every excuse you make pushes your dreams one step further away. Action is what turns faith into reality. Even the smallest step forward carries more power than 1,000 unfulfilled intentions. When you act with purpose, you send a signal to the universe that says, I am ready. You see, many people think purpose is something you must discover, as if it is hidden somewhere waiting to be found. But that is not true. Purpose is something you create through consistent, meaningful action. It grows from your discipline, your compassion, and your courage to begin even when you are afraid. Start small. Write the first page of the book you've been dreaming of. Record the first video. Learn that skill. Apply for that opportunity. Make that call. Don't worry about perfection. Perfection is a trap that kills momentum. What matters is movement, because clarity comes from motion, not from waiting. And when you act with purpose, you ignite something within you, a quiet fire that no failure can extinguish. You begin to realize that success is not built in one grand moment, but through small daily steps of intent. Remember this, the road of purpose will not always be easy. There will be days of doubt, fatigue, and uncertainty, but that is where your strength is refined. Each challenge you face while walking your purpose is shaping you for the greater version of yourself that is waiting to emerge. As Master SHI teaches, if you are waiting for someone to save you, look in the mirror. You are your own savior, you are your own hero, and your actions are the sword that cuts through the fog of confusion. Before 2026 begins, ask yourself, what am I building? What impact do I want to leave behind? Am I living on purpose or just passing time? Because the truth is, every day is either a step toward your destiny or a step away from it. So do not just wish for a better 2026. Prepare for it through deliberate, purposeful action. Do not enter the new year with empty promises. Enter it with momentum. Move with awareness. Work with discipline. Speak with intention. And most importantly, live each day knowing that your purpose is not in the future. It is in this very moment, waiting for you to take the next step. So breathe deeply, stand tall, and begin. Do not wait for 2026 to change your life. Be the reason your life changes in 2026. Because when you move with purpose, the universe moves with you.